Welcome back to the Lindsay Rice podcast, where you come to build your life through self-development and understanding your innate desires through listening to the body. I want to talk about making big shifts because when we live our lives for so long in one way of being, one way of showing up, it seems very hard to take a step in a completely different direction. And I know that there's so many of you out there considering job changes, location changes, relationship changes, simply wanting to change how you operate inside. And these are all big leaps of faith of stepping into something very new, very unknown, and letting things that used to be comforting and things that used to feel really familiar and letting that go because we know we want to operate in a different way. So let's talk about flexing the trust muscle to take the steps we need to start believing that shift is possible. One of the biggest things that I've learned in the last few months is changing your environment and the things around you that influence you to support this shift is number one. How you wake up in the morning, who you surround yourself with, what goals, tasks, intentions you set for the day, and what kind of environment you're in physically. Are you in a home that's clean? Does it inspire you? Are you in a city or in the country that inspires you? Are you getting out in nature and it's nature that you love? What does your environment say about this shift you're wanting to make? Do you need to start changing how things are operating around you to start to support this inner belief of where you're going and what you desire? You know, I always speak about calling in the energy of our highest self. If we start to cultivate that inside, how do we allow it to translate outside of us? How do we start to rearrange things around us that are supporting us to be more in line with how we feel? This is so important. And it's one of the things that I think becomes a little underrated because we don't think about cleaning up. We don't think about getting rid of things that are no longer aligned. But the things in your life that are not an FES, even if it's glassware, even if it's your car, even if it's your current routine in the morning, if it's not an FES and lighting you up, how can you change it? How can you start to create the world around you that you are cultivating inside of you? This is going to help you to make this big shift because your reality around is going to be mirroring back and reinforcing how you're feeling about it. Excited, inspired, clean, clear, light. I've let the stuff in my environment go that is heavy, dragging me down. I am lighter now. I feel supported to take these big risks and make this big decision. Another way we can really start leaning into this big shift we want is start making claims out loud that keep us accountable. Say it to the universe. Write it on your journal every day. I am this. This is what is coming to me. I am grateful to have this. We start making big claims about it, what it is, and we can convince ourselves it is here already. People have heard it. The universe, God has heard it. They know it's coming just as I do. And me stating it out loud is me taking up the space of that desire. Another thing that is really important on this journey is to start taking steps, even if scary, in full trust that it is coming. And I mean, hire the person you need. I mean, reach out to somebody that you need in your corner for this next chapter. Start investing in whatever you need to before you're even ready. Because none of this happens when you're ready. We take the action and make the decisions when we're not ready. That is us following this alignment and drive to bring this into our lives. And when we start showing the commitment and making these decisions to push us forward, you really open to unexpected opportunities and things coming your way. And always come back to, is this enough? Yes. Is this going to get me the outcome of this vision I see for myself? Is this supporting that vision? Is this coming in to test me? Or is this coming in to be the next stepping stone of reinforcing where I'm going? Be fully open to these things starting to come into your reality as you're taking the committed action towards the desire. And start asking yourself today, knowing that this big shift is right here, I can step into it at any moment. Start asking yourself questions about your current opportunities, your current connections, your current time and how you should be spending it. Because once we start asking ourselves the better questions that support the next steps, then we start to really get immersed in it. We're asking ourselves the questions, not how am I going to make this work? Where can I show up today in my heart, in my soul, with my posture, with my clothes, with my energy to be aligned? Start asking yourself the better questions that are rooted in belief in the knowing. And don't forget, when we really want to shift things, our body needs to feel safe enough to do it. So always come back to the breath. Come back to soft movement. Come back to tuning into your body, because you need to feel physically, subconsciously safe and protected as you're doing this work. Otherwise, you will find yourself burning out, not believing you can, subconsciously blocking yourself. So the baseline of this all is my body feels safe, how I'm operating, and it will, and it does feel safe for this crazy shift I am about to take. And anytime we have things that come up that start to get us out of our body, stress, fight or flight, come back to the breath, come back to the soul, come back to being, come back to existing, come back to feeling safe, loved, whole, because you are. And guess what? You can do it. You can do the hard things. You can make the shift. Believe it, feel it, know it, trust it, think it, ask questions about it, take the action because it is right there for you. And if you no longer want to waste time on this old version of you, start today. You start today. Start believing in yourself today. Start knowing that shift is happening in the near future. It's happening tomorrow. It's happening right now if you want it. It's your choice. And these practices are here to support you. So know the shift that's coming. It's not scary. Ask yourself, my whole life have I been moving forward? When I work on myself, when I lean on self-development, growth, loving myself, has it ever gotten worse? The answer is no. When we come back to love and trust and compassion of ourselves, it only gets better. We're only improving ourselves. We're only taking the steps to be more content, more aligned. That is why you're here. So know that even with this scary, big movement, you are fully supported by you. That is why you're here. You are fully supported by you. And even if we backtrack, if we make a mistake, we do something that doesn't feel aligned, you always come back to the space and you find your alignment. Always come back. Find your practice. Support your heart. Even when it gets tough in there, you always have your foundational presence, wholeness, and ability to just love yourself as you are. Find that. Find that in it all. And I cannot wait to see what unfolds for you. We'll see you next week.